Danny Murphy, are you still with us?
Yeah.
What do you make of that, losing out to Chelsea on another midfielder?
Disappointing. Yeah, it's disappointing because obviously Liverpool need a holding midfielder. The draw of Chelsea's, I think it's two things really. One is the longevity of contracts. So when you've got people, agents, whoever looking after the lads saying, look, you've got 8 years on this rather than 4 or 5 there, that would be one draw, and the other one would be London for some of these lads. Not all, but I think London's a big draw. When you look at the history and the size of the clubs, you know, it's a no-brainer to go to Liverpool. When if you're talking worldwide support and actually becoming well known across the world, you play for Liverpool, you will become that overnight, whereas Chelsea, you kind of have to earn that respect. But everyone's different. I understand why they want to go there. It's a club offering amazing financial reward for going there, and these contracts they're offering are very difficult to turn down for players. But it is disappointing for Liverpool.
Murph, are you slightly concerned then? Because you're right, when you looked at the game against Chelsea, that's the one position that Liverpool need. I mean, I think they've got enough firepower. Defensively, I think they're okay. But that holding midfield player, is that the one position where you'd go, they've got to find somebody?
Well, yeah, inevitably they have to get someone through the door who's got that defensive mindset, that physicality, someone that spots danger, puts out fires, But there's players out there, Benny, that, you know what, what was it, a year ago, a bit longer, where Brighton paid $4 million for Caicedo, or 8 million, whatever it was.
4.5, yeah.
Tonali, Newcastle have bought him for 50. He's got everything. He looks a complete midfielder who can sit in there, spray it about, get forward, put his foot in. There's players out there if recruitment's good enough. Other teams keep finding these little gems, and maybe Liverpool have to think outside the box. And it wasn't so long ago we were paying $8.5 million for Coutinho and selling him for over 100.
Yeah.
The recruitment that Brighton do, for example, and Leicester beforehand. When you think of Kante, what was he? 400 grand or 4? No, that was Mahrez. Sorry, Kante was a few quid, not much. Plucked him out of obscurity from one of the French leagues, and all of a sudden he's 50 million, 70 million pound player. So there's plenty of good footballers out there. I wouldn't be concerned that they can't find a really good one.
But do you think, Murph, that Liverpool are going to have to pay over the odds now? Because whoever they approach, that club will know they've got money to spend.
Yep.
And they're desperate for that signature, and the window's closing in 2 weeks.
But I think that's happening everywhere. I think United have paid over the odds because they needed certain positions filled.
Who for? Who do you think United have paid over the odds for?
Well, striker. He's unproven.
Okay.
70 plus million for a striker who scored 9 goals, 10 goals? He's a talent, but that wouldn't have happened if they had Ruud van Nistelrooy playing up top and they wanted him as backup. They'd have got him for probably half of that. Mount's got a year left and they're paying. Mount, to be fair, he's a bit more established. Maybe that's a bad example, but I think clubs all across the board. You look at Arsenal, what they're having to pay. West Ham are being struggling to get players through the door. It took a while to get Ward-Prowse through the door because Southampton were adamant, knowing that they've got the Declan Rice money burning a hole. So I think it's happening everywhere, Andy.
Do you think? I mean, I was really impressed with Szoboszlai yesterday, but I don't think we saw the best of McAllister because he had to play so deep because Liverpool are desperate for that CDM. Do you think that if that player comes in, they've got a great chance of pushing top 4, even top 2, or is that too early to suggest?
I think they'd push top 4 even if they didn't get one.
Do you?
But I think it'd be much harder because McAllister is a creative goal scoring. He makes goals and scores goals. You look at his numbers. He needs to be further up the pitch. He's comfortable on the ball in there. Take it all day. He started a lot of the good moves, but he doesn't spot danger the same way a defensive midfielder would. And I think Szoboszlai, I mean, he really impressed me. His physicality, his touch. He looks a real find. But I was just talking to someone the other day actually. Apparently, Benny, he's taken Milner's role of top of the tree at the Bleep, smashing smashing all sorts of records. And when you watch the game yesterday, because I got told before the game he'd smashed all the Bleep records and that, and he was still bombing in the last 5. And players like that are rare, aren't they?
How'd you get on in the Bleep?
Awful.
That doesn't surprise me.
There's no reward to doing it well, other than you're well done. You can be you can go around saying you're good at the Bleep.
Is that what you need? Do you need a massive carrot? Do you?
Yeah. We all need a big carrot now and again.
Murph, what did you make of the whole Salah incident? Him coming off, kind of taking his tape around his wrist, throwing it on the ground. What did you make of that?
Par for the course. He hates coming off.
Why did he get subbed off? I just didn't understand that.
I think they've gone a bit flat, Liverpool. They lacked a bit of intensity on the press. I think when he brought Doak and Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones on, and Nunez, they got a bit of zip back off the ball. They were pressing a bit better. I actually thought it was the right decision. I mean, first game, only because first game of the season, you're under the cosh. and actually doing something to try and change the momentum of the game. We didn't look like we were going to win it. We weren't having a lot of chances. I mean, if you're on top, you keep Salah on, but I thought it was a case of just getting a bit of zip without the ball, bit of high press back to try and stop Chelsea's dominance in that second half. Don't think it was a big deal. Opening day of the season, is everyone up to speed? I don't know. Maybe Klopp knows more than we do, but I'd be more worried if Salah was smiling when he come on.
Yeah.
Okay. While I've got you, I want to get your opinion on another incredible midfield talent Liverpool missed out on. Earlier on, we were talking about Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham after he scored in his Real debut. It was fantastic. Benty said that he should be, without doubt, the second, not first because of Kane, but second name on Gareth Southgate's team sheet. Do you agree?
Second, first name.
Ahead of Kane.
He's more important to England than Harry Kane.
Long term. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about...
what about now term? Games tomorrow. Who's the first name?
Yeah, I'll give it you, Kane. The only reason I was earning a little bit is because we've got other strikers who can score goals.
But not the way Harry scores them.
Not the way Harry scores them, no, to be fair.
You're just looking for an argument tonight, aren't you?
I am feeling a bit that way out, yeah.
See?
I'm at Old Trafford. I get defensive. I've had to walk to Old Trafford from the car park.
What's that like for you, Murph, being a Liverpool legend, being at Old Trafford? Is that tough? Seriously?
Get a bit of stick, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it nice or is it horrible?
The reason behind it's nice. The actual dealing with it's not.
Yeah.
Because if I was irrelevant, then I'd never done anything to annoy them. I wouldn't get anything other than good show on talkSPORT, mate.
You get that as well, do you?
No.
Oh, I see.
That's what I would get. You know what you get walking around the streets of Essex. That's what I would get. But I don't. I get a bit more. Yeah. A few more expletives. Bit more concise.
Well, I suppose it's a backhanded compliment, right?
Yeah,
that's how you're going to see
it. Do you know what the thing is here? Hood, always have to wear a hood. Do you know what as well? I thought I had a COVID mask in my car, but I didn't. I was devastated.
You just want to go, why don't you wear a Darren Bent mask? I can see you one of them.
I wouldn't want to get the ladies excited around Old Trafford.
I can understand that. Will you stay with us? We'll come back to you in a moment. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm paid to, mate.
Okay, yeah. But do you not want to do it out of love anyway?
No. I could hear Adrian laughing in the background.
Would you not do it for love, Murph? Would you not do it for love?
I'd do it for you.
Okay. Sounds like the beginning of it, but I won't do that. We'll go back to Murph in just a moment.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.